Cardinals will put total leather to crank us up. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. All wideouts, no backs. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two conferences largely share the... Big footprint in the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like we were talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They're bringing heat. They're trying to get to it. He's looking deep. Makes the grab. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Louisville!
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pocket starts to collapse. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's going for it all. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Volunteers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab on the right. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. A really nice play.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
On second down, wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to throw it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
A loss of 2 yards on the play. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Louisville 13, Tennessee 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him right now.
And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking down the middle. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
The Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking to pass on second down. Turns it loose. Got a man in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Hawaii is getting dominated today, and you know, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide out in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, going up top. Trying to find his man in the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The give to the back. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got room to work. He's into the open down the middle. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these. They're just weapons of mass destruction.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Schwab. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On second down, he'll fire. Going over the top. Pulls it in on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They want to throw it. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Louisville!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
7 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half with the score, Louisville 34, Tennessee 14.
The Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Line gets set. First down. Give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads it left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Cardinals are in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the stomping has commenced.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though.
Open runway ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everywhere.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think...
Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the move. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown ball.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd.
Touchdown Cardinals. And the route is on.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the kick is no good, but the defense way too aggressive. I think they roughed him. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and you've got to be happy about that after missing a pair. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Movement here from the tight end. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to...
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
29 Philly. Now on the option. Now the toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Louisville 48, Tennessee 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Slide 22, get set.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Volunteers!
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 16, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Schwab. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires left. He makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brooks. Gets away from one, finds room. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, Louisville! And the pummeling has started. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Off play action on first down. Hit as he throws. He's got the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this deep.
Fires and picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Burks. At the 45 on his way. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff to the single back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the jet sweep, going for the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays.
Snags it on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. operating in the red zone here on second down.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll set up to throw. Snags it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense.
3 and 25.
Was to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Comes out throwing on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,